Okay, do you remember 4,000 years ago when Janet Nash made these, I already glued pages in, made these shaped journals, and it's supposed to be like a heart, so when you open it up, well, I started one 4 million years ago, but I still have more things to add to it, okay? And I haven't trimmed any of my edges. I'm keeping this. I like this. I like this. This I think is just an ad, but I like it. Okay, we got this and a garden. We could put some stuff on here. Authenticity. But we are going to do some trimming. I don't know what else I'm going to put. I'm going to have to look through my images and find the ones that are like, that really speak to my soul. You know, the ones that I'm talking about. The soul speaking images. Authenticity. Oh my God, would you look at that? Am I an idiot or what? Am I an idiot or what? Yeah, Malia, you're a total dumbass. Thanks, I knew. I'm going to glue the strip back in. Oh my God. I bet you ain't never seen this before. I bet you ain't never seen someone glue booking, cut something, and then put it back together again. Bet you that's new. I think I'm going to use a glue stick for this. This is my paper. This is my bill, and I used it underneath the pages on the little doodle journal that I was working on a while back. So that's my doodle drop paper, and today it's going to be a glue drop paper. Yeah, buddy. I hope that everybody has been craft-delicious lately. I've been getting really inspired to do things, you know, just to work on different things. I put a, you know, I've been doing some shorts of some of the journals that I have made. Did she bring it in here? Yeah. You know what, Lillian? She might have handed that to me and I put it there. Yeah. I don't know. I feel...
Did we go in the house before you did?
I don't think so. That's... I think she handed it to me and I was grabbing stuff in there, so I just put it down.
Like, did you remember laying it down like that?
I think I do. Yeah.
You made me go in there and yell at Vera May for nothing.
Well, go in and apologize for
You're
nothing.
the one who's going to apologize.
Oh, my Lord. Lord of mercy. Cauliflower. This one I am going to trim because I want it to go nice and snug up against the... Can you believe I just dropped my glue stick? That's why I keep multiple in my drawer, because I am a glue stick dropper. So then you just magically pull out another one. I'll pick that one up. I ain't going to just leave it sit on my floor. Okay, calm down. Glue sticks are worth something to me, okay? I should probably trim my edges as I go, huh? It'd probably be less, make my life less confusing. See, this is one of those Scotch glue sticks, and they tend to dry. Like this one it's starting to goo up, but that first like layer was really thick. It was definitely drying, you know, so I'm going to go over this stuff again, because usually when those layers, I don't even need a drop paper on the ones that have something on the other side. When it starts to get thick, a lot of times it skips spots, like, you know, it does skipping. Move up. Watch Malia botch a heart-shaped journal. Right? Look, I completely did not get it over there at all. Cool. There ain't a whole lot of glue, so we're okay. Now, when you're doing something like this, you got to move from back to front and upside down. You can't do it in a row. Even though I think I just did some in a row, but that's okay. Ooh, I like this. Yes, yes. So I know I've talked to a few of my friends that have been having a hard time with their crafty mojo, and I'm just going to tell you right now, I totally get it, but I kind of like had to force myself. And you know, the best way for me to get into like the gluing zone, I can't tell you the best way for my other zones, but for the gluing zone is really just fussy cutting and looking through, harvesting magazines, fussy cutting, and looking through my images. I think that's how in that order too, okay, like in that order. Although harvesting and going through the images I already have are they kind of do the same thing to my brain. But fussy cutting really helps me. And I know a lot of you don't fussy cut. And I think that going through your images that you already have would be sufficient, because you can look through the stuff that you have or look through glue books that you've done. I missed that spot up there. I'm really bad. I can't do shaped things. Okay, don't ask me anymore. Don't ask me anymore to do shaped things. I like that, but man, I picked some good pictures for this one. Since this heart one that she did originally 4 million years ago, there have been lots of other shapes too that she's done that I just haven't even got to. I mean, there was like a house and there was a mushroom. There were lots of shaped journals, okay? And I just haven't even got, this is the only one I've made because I made it and then and it's made out of a magazine. It looks like it was probably an Oprah magazine or something. I've done a lot of altered magazines with Oprah and most of the fashion magazines because I like the width of the fashion magazines, but also the fashion magazines are awesome if you want to make like a Midori style, which is long and skinny ones. You're going to want to get a fashion mag. You're going to want to get a fashion mag for that, Bad Larry, because those are the bomb for doing that. But you know, the pages in the Oprah and the fashion, they're still really good quality paper. All the fashion magazines have got a really nice quality paper. And see, look at, I cut this one already. Woohoo, Malia, you did something almost. And Veranda magazines. I mean, God, I love the Veranda paper. It's just amazing. But it looks like I glued 2 or 3 magazine pages together, probably 2, to do this, because you do want to bulk up those pages. I've done them before where I didn't bulk them up, and I said, oh, well, I'll just bulk them up with the stuff I add. No, because it doesn't bulk up the structure. When you add stuff, it just puts weight on the pages. It doesn't actually help it stay in place. So I ended up taping a whole lot. It was just a whole thing. So definitely bulk up your pages. A lot of and if you're using thinner paper, like your Better Homes or your Country Living or whatever, glue 3 or 4 pages together, okay? Don't be afraid with the gluing of the pages. The only thing that it hinders is how many pages your book will end up having. And I used to always be like, oh, I need all the pages. I need, more is more. We're going to need all the pages. But I'm really, I don't know which side. I think I want this side. I don't really feel that way anymore. I realize that I don't work in the ones that have 40 billion pages. They intimidate me a little bit more. So doing the lesser amount of pages is easier for my brain to handle. Okay. So it's easier for my brain to handle because I can kind of just, this came unglued because sometimes the paper is really thick on some of these ads and really glossy. That's the only problem with gluing Veranda, making the Veranda magazines into this. The pages are really glossy, so a liquid glue for the first layer is probably going to be better. I like this. I like that too, but I don't think I like that enough to not use some of my coolness. Look at this. Look at that. Love it. When I picked the pages out for this, I really picked them out. I really followed my soul on these ones. This wasn't just throw things together and see where they fit. This was mindfully selecting images, and doing it that way really gets the creative gears turning. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, like it gets those creative things going on in my brain, so much so that I actually like dwell on it, which is why I like to do the random gluing, because it satisfies that creative urge, but it also is mindless. I'm just, I'm just gluing things down and liking how it looks, I like that bed. But where was I going with that? Doing it this way too, sometimes I just really need to make art, real, something beautiful that really makes my eyes happy to look at. And I'm in one of those moods to do that with this right now. And a couple of my other journals, like my napkin journal. If you go to my TikTok or my Instagram, I did do a little short flip through, because there's not a ton of pages done in that one. So you can see the little short for that. I don't know, I might even have it here on my YouTube. Sometimes I post the shorts and sometimes I don't, because sometimes YouTube, the way that YouTube does the shorts, it'll cut the ends off of the video sometimes, and that just makes me nuts. Is your sister just laying down watching Bluey?
She's watching, watching Try Not to Laugh.
Oh, she's watching
Stupid
YouTube brain-sucking videos?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, if you have children or grandchildren, YouTube sucks their brains out.
Don't let them use it.
Says the 10-year-old who uses YouTube all the time.
I don't watch YouTube anymore.
Snapchat is the same thing.
Snapchat is my TikTok.
I like this. I like this with the door and almost a piano. We're going to keep that picture on there.
But my Snapchat is nothing like that.
It has
The
brain
video that
sucking.
I watch is nothing like that.
I've seen brain sucking on there. I've watched your brain go right out.
Listen here, lady. You don't even watch the stuff on Snapchat.
No.
So you have no idea. It don't suck my brains in.
No,
All
sucks
I
them
watch is
out.
ASMR.
Oh, I do like ASMR.
That's all I watch.
I like
Literally
me some
that.
ASMR.
And a hug. What? And I follow Mike Tyson.
I follow Mike Tyson.
He's the younger version of him is my celebrity crush. Okay.
I know, but you know what's really hard about that?
What?
Nothing's ever going to happen, because the younger version of him was, 30 years ago.
I know. Now he looks like an old fart.
He does look like an old fart.
So I'm sorry, Mike Tyson.
You're gonna have
but
to.
I used to have a crush on you. If you're watching this video, I used to have I have a huge crush on the young you, and I hate to say it,
Look at how fast I just used that up.
you look like an old fart now.
Honey,
Like the shape of your head has changed.
He is an old fart now.
But
So
I follow you on Snapchat. I'll be back.
those Scotch glue sticks, they go kind of quick. This one's probably going to be dry on top too, I'll bet. I'll bet you a donut. I'll bet you a donut.
Give me a donut.
It's dry, man.
Can I have some of your cookie?
No,
For
you can
dinner?
have some for dessert. You can have some for dinner. You're a nut.
What are we having for dinner? Can I go have dinner so I can have one of those cookies?
No, I'm gonna come in and make dinner in a little bit.
I don't want to wait till a little bit.
Well, you're gonna have to.
How dare you? How dare you eat cheese while I'm peeing? What?
Hey. Talk nice.
How dare you eat cheese?
I like this purple, and I would like it for the back cover, but it's not gonna work in my favor. Y'all, I'm not even gonna have enough pieces of paper. I said, oh man, I got way too many pieces of paper to cover this. I like that though, right? That's okay. That's like dyed fabric. I love dye. I love people who dye fabric like that. I want to, and I might still, take some of my linen type stuff, come over and hang it on my fence where there's no trees, for the gunk and goop, and just leave it outside for like 2 weeks, make sure we get a little rain and we have a little wind, and make sure it gets like beat up outside. So I'm thinking about doing something like that. I've been thinking about it, but I didn't have a ton of cottons or linens or anything. So I have a few now. I have a few pieces. I don't have a ton, but I have a few pieces of cotton and linen. So maybe I'll do something like that. I like this. I don't like this. I think I'd rather cover the top on this one. But then I'm going to have like a lot of this star left. Maybe if I go outwards a little bit, or if I do this, right? Am I gonna have the whole star? Let me fold. It's already creased, so what the hell do I care? Just give it a slight fold. So, yeah, see, that's, I like the whole thing a lot, but I don't know how I can make it work on here. So we're gonna put this pretty flower button paint can. I'm gonna have to find more full pages. I'm gonna have to find more full pages. Yes, I am. Oh, you know what though? It's okay. I've got some full, and then I could do some with smalls, right? Because I mean, I got smalls that are like a quarter of one of these pages, or even a half of one of these pages. That can work, right? Man, y'all are geniuses. See, I knew I forced you all to follow me for a reason. I moved this one over a lot because I wanted the center of the heart to kind of miss the majority of the flower. So that's why this is really tight in the middle. Okay, so I've got these two left, and I'm not going to do anything with those right now because I might rip them and use them in pieces. But I am going to pause this, go through and cut all my edges so that we're officially a shape. Wish me luck. Y'all, let's talk about how much of a mess I am, okay? So, I just went through like a ton of pictures to put in here because you don't want to go through all my pictures. I mean, you might want to go through all my pictures, but it's very time consuming. So let's see where we got. Cutting this shaped up to be much harder than I thought. Now, this is my cover, okay? This cover popped off of here, so I have to glue it back on. And the reason why I haven't yet is because I'm going to do that at the end so that I don't pull on it and yank on it and ruin it. So we're going to also do the cover in some way. So let's do a progress report. Where are you? You're over here. Okay, so we like all these, you know, and obviously there's some things that we have to cover. Okay, we went by one that we have to do. This page, I don't like that. I don't like this one that much. This, I don't know. I don't really like it. This is actually a Veranda magazine, by the way. I kind of like it, but not enough, I don't think. I like her, and I like this. I don't really like those people, though. I don't know. I like this stuff, and I like this. This is a Veranda magazine, so that explains why some of the stuff wasn't sticking too well. I like this, but I don't know. I don't know about this. I put this on here. This can change. This can change. This can cover up for the most part. These can change. Okay, that's our go through. And like most of the pictures I picked out are squares, so I'm going to put a whole bunch of squares in my round little book, okay? So this is look at what I found for a project. Design tips for miniature gardens, and then there's a whole bunch of pictures of miniature garden things. So I don't know if I don't know if I should do a garden journal. I don't know, but I really like this. Maybe I can do a fairy garden journal, right? Okay, so I'm gonna have to spread some stuff out. Like, I love this. I love these flowers. You know, if I put that there, I'd be able to cut the round, right? Maybe not that one, but maybe I can do it with... See, I'm like, oh, I don't want to subject them to going through all my pictures, and here I am having pulled out 7,000 pictures, and I'm forcing you to go through them all. See, like, I could do stuff like this, right? Y'all. I'm using this as a glue paper, and I know it's paper, so it's not going to be, you know, super... Oh, that side is going to get trimmed off. Woo! I do have a glue magazine somewhere. Not where I usually put it. Nothing is where I usually put it anymore. My life isn't where I usually put it. So I found this basket in my images. I've got them all like in baskets right now, which I'm going to change that system a little bit or a lot of it because I'm starting to want more specific things. I have them all sorted basically by size, and then there's certain things that are separated, like book images, you know, from art books and those big books that I get pictures from and stuff like that. Ooh, that's gonna be perfect up there. So crease this so I know where not to glue. You know, and then I have things like, I have some things separated. So I found this one basket that had a ton of pictures that were just, it was like every other picture was really speaking to me, you know, on a deeper level. So I was going through them. Not every picture, okay? But that doesn't mean anything, because every picture in that basket could have resonated with me at some point to do something like this, but they don't now. I find that a lot. I change my style of what I want to use a lot. So I might have already put a bunch of pictures aside that are, you know, I might have already put a bunch of pictures aside for this kind of purpose, for stuff that's, you know, that I feel that I enjoy a little bit deeper, you know. Pictures that really make my eyeballs happy. But I'm going to start reorganizing a lot of my stuff because of the wonderful things he does. Like, I'm starting to want, you know, I'm starting to look for things more that are like, oh, I really want this, you know, I really want a dog right here. Or I really want to find something to put in the sky. Things like that. And doing it by size, it's harder. So I might start a filing system. I might start an actual, like, an actual filing system for this mess that I make. And I really dropped the ball a few weeks ago. I mean, this week. It was this week. The auction had individual filing cabinet, like, drawers. So it was just one drawer, and there were 3 of them in the lot, and they stacked on each other. And I am not kidding y'all. That lot only sold for $1. Like, I should have jumped on it, but I knew Wednesday was going to be hectic, so I didn't jump on it. Obviously, you know, I'm kicking myself in the ass because that would have been perfect. But I'm looking for maybe I'll get a smaller filing cabinet, not a big 4-drawer, 5-drawer one like I have over here. The only problem is that when I put it next to my shelf, I can't get the stuff aside of it on my shelf because the filing cabinets are so deep. So I'm going to have to figure something else out with some of that stuff. I don't know what, but I'm going to have to figure something else out. I cut this out of a science book, and when I cut them out of textbooks, I keep the little blurb underneath, because if I'm going to use it in something, I want it, you know, I want people to be able to read some things when I make journals and be like, oh, that's interesting. So I use encyclopedias and textbooks a lot for stuff like that. But if I'm using it for artsy, I don't need the word. So we're doing a rough fussy cut, okay? I'm not going all out because this isn't something that has to be very precise. So yeah, any ideas on how you file away your images would be greatly appreciated. I'm gonna do some real soul searching on how I want to file them. Maybe I would rather do a small shelf there and file in boxes. You know, maybe I can get boxes, and you can get boxes that stack, not plastic, not paper cardboard boxes, plastic boxes. So, and I do come across a lot of filing boxes at Goodwill, but I feel like there's different ones than those. I feel like I have seen some bigger, you know, like deeper ones that would work better. So I'm going to have to look. I'm going to have to look and get an idea of what I want, and then see if anybody in my area has anything. Because I'm not buying anything new right now. I'm not getting into paying all kinds of money for all kinds of crap right now. It is just not in my agenda at the moment. So, yeah, we're going to just see. We're going to just wait and see. I know I'm covering up this whole picture, and I kind of liked the table. I just really don't know if I liked the table enough, you know? But this page that these girls are on is very square. And it makes me want to cover up those edges with something to blend it all together nicer, because sometimes I simply do not like squares. How about a couch? How about a couch? How about a couch? I don't know. I don't know if the couch is speaking to me. But I have got lots of organizational ideas of things. I'll just put this here. I mean, it's not going to be like amazing, but... And, you know, I got to get my building done. I got so much to do. I have so much I have to get rid of. I've been listing things every day. So sign up for my newsletter, because, first of all, I'm posting articles that are really thought processes and creative processes. So I've been posting a lot of articles on my website, and I talk about those in my newsletters. And also, I am posting amazing books and magazines for less than I have on Etsy. And every time that I post them, a lot of them sell right away. Not post them, I'm sorry. When I send the newsletter out, a lot of them will sell right away. So if you get on my newsletter, then you can have access to like the better stuff that I post earlier, you know. I also have stuff to sell in videos, and I'm going to be changing up the way I do my sale videos, so just stay tuned for that, because there's going to be some things it's going to be some things that I have to change, because the ordering process seems to be too difficult for some people, and I am going to simplify the ordering process by a lot. So, I love lamps. I love lamps. I love putting lamps on things. So yeah, just be on the lookout for cool for sale videos, and get over and subscribe to my website, my newsletter. If it doesn't automatically pop up for you to subscribe, it's supposed to, but sometimes your cookies don't allow it. There's also a sign up at the bottom of the page. So feel free to utilize either one, you know. You know what, I might not find the right picture for this right now. We might just be done with this one right now. I don't even know how long. I mean, it's been a half hour. That's pretty much you guys' limit, right? Like a half hour is pretty much the end of anybody's attention span. This is like a really cool frickin' thing. A frickin' thing. I like the frickin' thing, but I almost feel like something down here, and if it's bigger, I'm going to want this to sit on top of it. So frickin' thing's got to move over. Oh, look at this flower. Love that. Love that. Okay, we're going to do things a little different. We're going to do things a little bit differently. Love the flower. I kind of wanted it up more though, but whatever. Just whatever. Oh, and I also have a frame, right? A frame. Down with the frame, up with the frame. I kind of like it, y'all. I like the frame. Can you see what I'm doing? I like the frame. Do you like the frame? I've been cutting out a lot of frames, and also I've been cutting out a lot of like portraits, because frames, you know, like in a magazine when they have a picture on the wall. Well, I've been cutting those out because I can use the picture on another wall somewhere, or I have the frame that I can cut the picture right out of. So yeah, I've been doing that. Oh no, stop it. I have been doing that, and it has been working out swimmingly. Okay, start up here. I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to apparently gluing frames is not the easiest task. All right, we're glued. I like the frame. Do you like the frame? But now this thing is going to cover my frame. This big ugly thing. But I do have this flower. Nope. And I do have this flower. Now I want to cover up the chair. I've gone this far. The chair's got to go. You know, why does life have to be so difficult? Why can't there just be the perfect picture? I like that. I like that building. I mean, not for that spot, but I like the building. That's just going to have to be, guys, because something's going to show up. All right, so that's where we're at with the heart. Stay tuned. I'm going to make a few more videos doing this stuff while I'm in the zone. So stay tuned for more videos of this lovely thing. And thanks for hanging out. Go subscribe to my newsletter so that you could get some awesome insider info. I'm going to be even sending out a newsletter where I'm offering some of the books that I had for sale for like way less just to my newsletter subscribers. And I'm also offering groups of books. So get over there. Get on it. Love you all. Ta-ta for now.